The first time I met Carissa officially was as a quick introduction about a year ago in February of '06.
Jeff and Maya and their family went to Busch Gardens at the same time that me and my sisters went. And Chris was with Jeff and Maya, and it was just both groups meeting, and Chris kind of caught my eye. He seemed nice and he looked kind of cute.
And I saw her and I didn't think anything of it because she looked so young. So it didn't register.
But we didn't get a chance to meet or talk or anything at that point, and I just kind of brushed him out of my mind, and then I ended up meeting him months later again.
The first sign language meeting I went to after they became a congregation, we went over to some friend's house for dinner, and her family was there, and her 3 sisters, and me, and a few other people.
When we first met was when we found out we both did computer work. We both got up to get drinks the first time we met, and we were standing there pouring the soda, and that's when we got a chance to just chit-chat a little bit.
One of the bad things about being a computer nerd is your initial romance skills are kind of lacking. So it takes the right woman to kind of help you along. So that helped. And I remember I called a friend who happened to be at that dinner, and I talked to him and said, well, what do you think? I don't think Carissa knows this either. So I said, you know, give me your opinion. I'll absolve you of any guilt from misjudging the situation. So anyway, I got his opinion.
A couple weeks before Chris and I met, I had been talking to Shannon Garrity about my goals, because I was about ready to start putting my application to start regular pioneering, and about wanting to help with the RBC, and what just my long-term goals were, about wanting to move to another country to help, whether it was with preaching or the construction work. I didn't know. And Shannon asked me what I thought about going alone, or I said I didn't want to because I wanted to have somebody with me, and she suggested one of my sisters or something. I was like, no, I really think I'd prefer to be married before then. And it wasn't something I had prayed about or thought seriously about at that point, but it was just like a few weeks later, and there Chris was, and I couldn't help think afterwards, I wonder if Jehovah's trying to lead me or tell me something here.
The next weekend, there was another dinner that in fact it was at the same house, except it was weird that a lot of people canceled. So it was just this very small group, and that's when I tend to talk more if it's a very small group.
We talked for like an hour. I don't even remember everything, but it was just getting to know a little bit about their personality, what they like to do, their hobbies, just general things about the person.
About 2 weeks later, through some mutual friends, she invited me to her house.
Because I recently moved into my apartment, I just wanted to have some friends over and to see my place and things like that. And I invited Jeff, Maya, and Chris. And Chris was the only one that was able to make it, and he was brave enough to come actually at last minute. That night we got a chance to talk and stuff.
She was very sweet, and she was very humble. So I was attracted to those qualities. She also had a very pretty smile. So I wanted to get as much FaceTime as I could.
My sisters and Chris ended up staying later than everybody else because everybody else had to go home and study for the meeting. But we first got a chance to sit and talk, and it was when he left that night that I decided, no, let's call Dad and ask him if he can call and check this brother out and make sure that he's okay before I get too involved. Because I didn't want to get any kind of connection and then find out, oh, it's not